Implementation is what we call the process where Blue is installed, prepared, and adapted for a new customer. Throughout the implementation process, you'll be working with members of the professional services team, which is made up of dedicated technical users and project managers who set up the development schedule, manage the details, and begin creating the elements specific to how you operate and what you want Blue to do. For the organization, the first step is to select the best people for the team: a project leader, an IT team, and the people who will ultimately be using Blue the most, the application administrators. Implementation begins informally with a conversation between our project manager and the organization's project lead, and it's formally begun with the kickoff meeting. During that meeting, the two teams are introduced and expectations for each other are presented and discussed. The salesperson who's been working with you will also be present. The project timeline will be introduced, as well as some very important documents. The requirement gathering documents, or RGDs, consist of questions to help collect all the information the professional services team needs to complete the implementation. When your team gets that document, take it seriously and complete it as soon as you can to facilitate the implementation process. One of the single most critical requests in the RGD is for sample data. Every organization is unique, and so are its records and files. As robust as Blue is, it can't understand your data and map how it's organized all on its own. Consequently, the results you want, the reports and insights, will only be as good as the data it works with. So it's critically important to get sample data to us as soon as possible. Ironically, as technical as it is, success requires good people. That's why we say recruiting the best IT team for your organization will help assure your data and the implementation will produce the best results. As the implementation continues, our project manager may schedule clarification meetings in which answers from the RGD are discussed and made clear. There may also be a walkthrough of Blue to give your team a sense of the software's environment. This is a good time to schedule training for the people who will become your Blue administrators and project leads. Training will give them deep exposure to the software and familiarize the users with the language of Blue. Everything technical has its own jargon, and as professional services works with your team to create data sources, definitions, projects, and permissions, having your team trained so they understand these terms and their importance will contribute to a successful implementation. While that's going on, the technical teams will be working together to install Blue and get it talking to your existing databases and systems. Blue is able to communicate with LMS systems like Blackboard Learn, D2L Brightspace, and Moodle, student information systems like Banner, PeopleSoft, and SAP, and single sign-on systems like CAS and Shibboleth. Once the system is operational, professional services will connect to the important data sources, define the various groups, and populate Blue with its initial survey projects and reports, all described through the RGDs and clarification meetings. Once the project leads and admins are using Blue and feel comfortable, the implementation process is finished, and your team will be handed to our customer support team for ongoing assistance.